Major League Baseball welcomes you to the following presentation of the Detroit Tigers.
Turns out William Shakespeare was onto something. Fair is foul, and foul is fair. And the fog continued for the Tigers last night because that grand slam that wasn't could have flipped the game. Instead, later on in the 8th inning, Vaughn Grissom with the bases loaded for the Angels sent one out. That led to 10 runs for Los Angeles in a series opening victory for the Angels. Tonight, you wouldn't expect 16 runs total. Tigers baseball on Detroit Sportsnet is presented by Bet365. It's the hitters in the cauldron tonight. Casey Mize, Jose Soriano, the two headliners tonight at Comerica Park. Thanks for joining us, Jason Benetti, Andy Dirks. Johnny Kane in a moment downstairs roaming the ballpark. Andy, these two pitchers have diced lineups so far this year in very specific ways.
They have, and this is a day for the hitters where you got to psychologically ramp yourself up. Like, oh, I don't care who's on the mound. I'm going to go attack. But both teams know these guys are very good and have been good for a while. Casey Mize has been tremendous against right-handed hitters this year, especially in the last few games. He was struggling a little bit early, really good against lefties, against righties. He's improved. A lot of it has to do with the sinker. His sinker command has been good. He can get it in on the right-handers and then work the slider away and the split down. If he can run that combo against the righties today, he's going to do well.
Meantime, for Jose Soriano, he is an all-star and a breakout star for this Angels team this year. His first handful of starts, he was unhittable.
Electric stuff out of this right arm. We're talking like 97, 98 mile an hour sinkers and four-seam fastballs. You see the movement on the sinker right there and the split that follows up with it. Gets guys way out in front, but arm action, Jason. Tonight you're going to watch a guy that can whip his arm through that little slot as fast as anybody, and it tricks hitters left and right, gets a lot of swing and miss.
So you're watching the arm action on the splitter tonight.
That's it. If it's good arm action, it's going to be tough for the lefties.
We will see what the Tigers left-handers have in store. You're not going to believe the anniversary. Like you watch enough baseball and connections just form in front of you. The anniversary that our crew has dug up is ridiculously comparable to what we saw last night at Comerica Park. Famed home runs that were or weren't, and an attachment to foul ball. Big Tigers baseball on Detroit Sportsnet is brought to you by Bet365, where winning is everything. By McDonald's of Michigan, grab a $6 McDouble meal today. By Rally House Michigan, it's your city, it's your house, it's the Rally House. And by Steel, find your local Steel dealer at SteelUSA.com. Well, we showed you the grand slam that wasn't, but not all fair or foul is grandiose necessarily. I mean, that one is down the line, but we saw it earlier in the year with the Padres. Is that is fair or foul, fair, foul, fair, foul? I don't know. You touch up on it, and the umpire says, I guess it's fair. But here's a new one. Not really new, but if you haven't seen it, 1981, Lenny Randle playing for the Mariners. Amos Otis hits the ball, and Lenny Randle wants this ball to go foul so badly he starts blowing on it.
And they're going to have a conversation like, wait, you can't blow the baseball foul. Surely you can't do that. The umpire calls it a foul ball. Kansas City manager, are you kidding me? What are you doing?
That's where when you win the coin flip, you take the wind.
Take it at the back. We're going against the wind today.
I mean, after some argument, there was some clarification of the rule and what you can do and what you can't do. That's not legal.
You cannot blow the baseball foul.
See, you learned something already. First pitch is next. Casey Mize is cooking so far.
This one right here is filthy.
Got him, and he strikes out the side. Jose Soriano, excellent, brilliant, dominating.
That's a wave and a miss. Strike three. The many faces of Casey Mize's splitter.
It's amazing what he has done. Historic numbers.
One of the most dominant starters in the league.
Here's a swing and a miss. Strike three.
That's the wicked slider from Casey Mize.
That's the lay of the land tonight. Mize versus Soriano as Tigers baseball is presented by Figer Law. Maybe it's a weather metaphor today. Maybe the clouds have parted. Maybe the blue sky means something. Book club outside is the suggestion from a very well-read weather graphic.
Nice. Read a novel with your friends in the outdoors. Sounds like a wonderful time, Benetti.
Have you ever been part of a book club?
Negative. I've never been invited either, shockingly.
What book could you participate in book club with right now?
Maybe Hank the Cow Dog. Back when I was 12, we read some Hank the Cow Dog in Haven, Kansas.
I don't think that was an actual book. I hate to say. Casey Mize will take the hill. It is a beautiful day for the Tigers to bounce back. Casey Mize, Tigers starting pitcher, presented by Wallside Windows, Dirks.
As we've already prefaced, starting pitching is the story of the night. Which one of these starters can hold down the lineup? Casey, you see his numbers. He's outstanding so far this year. Coming back off the ILs, had 2 incredible starts, commands the zone with the fastball. The split finger working down has been his pitch to get a lot of swing and miss. But don't sleep on the slider. The slider's been improved, especially against the left-handed bats.
StatCast 3D, powered by Google Cloud. This is his last start against Cleveland. Swings and misses, 12 of them total, and it was on the entire arsenal for Casey.
The four-seam, you see where he's playing with all these pitches. It's away to a lefty and into a righty. He likes to command that side of the zone, so be on the lookout of where that command is today.
Angels have won 4 in a row. They'll face Casey Mize. It's their first 4-game win streak since May of last year, and this is whiff rate against breaking balls. Major League average 32%. Neto, worth mentioning, at 46%. He's been great this year, but that may be a little bit of an Achilles heel. Soler at 44%, Ohapi at 36%. There's some above average numbers there for Casey Mize to use that breaking stuff.
And those are some power bats, guys that can hit the ball out of the ballpark. So it's important to get in leverage counts and see if you can get swing and miss out of the zone with those guys.
Casey Mize only had 1 at-bat end on his slider in that last start. A lot of swing and miss on that pitch. And StatCast once again brings you Zach Neto and his swings and misses against that slider. It's 35 of them. It's a pretty big number. Although if you miss, he can hurt you. The fastball slugging percentage is the neon blinking light for Neto.
That's it. Keep it out of the zone. You see where these pitches are located. They're all down and away. Far out of the zone, he will chase.
Neto had 3 hits last night. 25-year-old shortstop from the state of Florida will face former first overall pick and Auburn Tiger Casey Mize. Sunlight beating down on Comerica Park. We're underway again. First pitch is upstairs, ball 1. Wheels up time tonight is 6:42 Eastern local. This is an Angels team that overall is second worst in Major League Baseball in swing and miss. And so if Casey Mize can be ahead in the count tonight, that would be a major advantage.
Yep, just competitive pitches. Try to limit the balls out of hand. Put pressure on the hitters.
That's the first strike called by plate umpire Brennan Miller today out of lovely Alexandria, Virginia.
What do you think about this pants trends where guys put the pants above the kneecaps?
Yeah,
I started noticing this, and it's becoming more and more common. Like shorts.
You don't like it?
I like when they swing at sinkers like that, but I feel like your knees aren't protected if you slide. Maybe they have knee pads or something that they wear under that.
You don't think it's show? I think it's pretty
man,
show.
I feel like you'd rip your knee in half when you go sliding around the bases.
2-2 is called a ball, and that's a challenge from Dylan Dingler. It's an ABS challenge powered by T-Mobile. Looks like strike 3 real time. We'll see. Does Dingler have him? Yeah, he does. Strike 3.
Detroit has 2 challenges remaining.
That's how you go with your instincts right there. He was going to go throw the ball around the horn. Knew he froze him on the outside corner. Didn't get the call. Went right to the helmet. And you see this as this continues. We're a few months in now. Guys are getting a little quicker with it. They're getting a little more, catchers specifically. The hitters, still a wild card.
You know, Dylan Dingler knows where he sets up as well, right? So if he's in and the ball is somewhat away, he still has a concept of the strike zone, of where he's set up on that strike three to know to challenge. So if you look at where he's set up here, he has to reach across, but he knows that he's in the strike zone with it. Watch. He's inside. That thing is away. He has to reach, but he knows how far spatially inside he is.
That's a good point. Because it's one thing if a guy's right behind the baseball and a guy nails a spot. That's pretty easy. But to reach across, that understanding of how wide the plate is.
Yeah, it's just knowing your surroundings, though, and also having the wherewithal to very calmly challenge. Like, he's never sped up back there at all. I mean, it's a very book club tap on the head.
Yeah, calm. That's his demeanor. I mean, you've been around him in the clubhouse. He's a very steady Eddie, no highs, no lows, even kill guy, which is great to have behind the plate, helping manage a pitching staff.
2-2 piranha of a sinker, 3-2, especially with all of the different personalities the Tigers have. And it's a pretty wide array on the mound this year of different personalities. That's downstairs. It's ball 4. So Trout takes a 6-pitch walk, and Andy Dirks has your starting defense, brought to you by Marygrove Awnings.
No shock with Green and left. Perez moves from right to center. McKinstry's getting a start in right. Colt Keith's at third base. McGonigal at short. Hao-Yu Lee at second. Torkelson at first. And you see Dylan Dingler behind the plate. So a little bit of a shakeup from some of the defensive orientations we've seen from the Tigers recently.
Yeah, Colt Keith hasn't played a ton of third base recently.
Well, and like AJ has talked, you got to get guys off their feet at some point. Matt Vierling's played a lot of center field, trying to give him a blow in center. And then that means Colt Keith's going to have to make an adjustment when you put McKinstry in right.
On the ground to shortstop. That's McGonigal off the grass to get one. There's the second double play. And the defense has come to play. It's our Liberty Mutual field coverage from McGonigal to Lee to Torque.
Starts it on the backhand side. McGonigal rolls it over to Hao-Yu Lee. Quick snap throw to first. Out of the inning.
Tigers batting order presented by your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. This is slugging against 95 plus because Soriano is a hard thrower. McGonigal, big number. Riley Green, big number. Torque, big number. Major League average 378. As the heat increases, the slugging percentage decreases.
Across the league, always has and it always will. You don't have as much time to analyze a pitch when it's coming in at about 98, 97 miles an hour. That's what you're going to see a lot of out of Jose Soriano today, the sinker and the four seam. But then he'll run that, he'll throw that split and his curveball, both effective pitches, especially the split to lefties once he gets ahead and counts.
Well, he hadn't allowed very many hits this year at all. 44 in 66 innings and a third, but Colt Keith greets him at the door with a 2-pitch single.
This approach against the guy that's got elite stuff. Find a fastball you like. That one's down. He gets the next four seam up, sees it out of hand. Short swing, right to it, line drive. Get a leadoff guy on.
Soriano's going to throw a fastball up. That is going to be part of the arsenal. And we saw the White Sox a couple weeks ago in a start against Soriano hit 2 baseballs above the zone that were four-seam fastballs. Brooks Baldwin and Munetaka Murakami, 2 fastballs above the strike zone for homers.
They were hunting them. The only way you get to that pitch with authority is looking for it, looking to get the head of the bat out in front of the plate.
Ground ball has enough pace. That's a knock. Colt rampages to third, and that's a strong start for the Tigers tonight.
First 2 lefties. Colt Keith hit the four seam. You're going to see McGonigal stay on the one that goes down and away from him. The sinker variety. Hits it on the ground, but hits it hard enough to get it back through the box. And we've seen contact on the ground play a little bit more in baseball ever since they eliminated the shift. Jason, balls seem to get through, especially on the pull side for lefties, a little bit more.
Yeah, that's probably a double play 5 years ago. Here's Dingler. Sees a lot of sinkers from right-handers, so preparing for this. Over the last couple starts, the sinker has not been the same for Soriano.
Yeah, if he can get it down and into a righty, but what happens is he'll start throwing it for a ball. And it'll come in off the plate too far. Guys take it. And then he's got to throw it over the middle of the plate, more in that location. And that's where guys can get to it.
I mean, he has been one of the most valuable pitchers so far in Major League Baseball, and it's all of his stuff. They do run value, right, for each type of pitch. And he's in the top 12% for each pitch type. That is blooped to center field and down, a base hit. Dingler on 2 strikes, serves up an RBI single. Now he's caught up. Over at third, McGonigal watching the festivities, and he is Dingler out at first base. McGonigal still at third and 1 away.
A lot of incredible things happen right here. 1, 2 strike approach from Dingler. Get the bat on the ball, hits it out, gets him a knock. Great base running by Kevin McGonigal, and then Zach Neto cutting the baseball off. Watch McGonigal. He reads it. He's like, that ball's down. As soon as he knows, he doesn't wait, he goes. Watch Neto on the cut play. It's a short hop backhand cut. He acted like he was not going to catch it. That's what made Dingler want to go. He thought the ball was going all the way through third. Good deep play by Neto right there. That's just good baseball instincts by both McGonigal and Neto.
You saw McGonigal slid into third, so as he was picking himself up off the ground to get back into the play, that's why he ended up not at least thinking about scoring on the rundown involving Dingler.
Yeah, a lot of good baseball on that play.
And now you see McGonigal's lead in fair territory, as the Tigers are very prone to do, and he has taken to that well. The only danger is a foul ball, a fair ball that direction, right? It's normally a foul ball that's the issue, but a fair baseball that hits you.
That's why they'll do it with a lefty up.
Yeah.
But it's because wherever you start going to the next base, that is the base path. So you can stay in that line. You can stay on the inside part of the line going to home, which could obstruct a potential throw from the third baseman, is why they do it.
And the calculus is that it's so rare that a baseball gets hit that direction from a left-hander, as you said, especially, that it's worth it for the Tigers.
Yep. So you can be inside of what you would consider the base line, because whatever the base runner establishes, they get to stay on that same line all the way to the next base. Because what we've seen guys do is start on the outside of the line and then try to cut across, but then they've diverted their path, which is obstruction.
Yeah, and regardless, you then impact a possible throw on a ground ball. Walton is way off the line over at third. 2-2 is grounded foul of first. Would be enormous early for the Tigers to get this second run in. Two and two. I mean, McGonigal, if you're watching this in the stands, and you're watching McGonigal where he sets up, I mean, he looks like a knight that just went off the board in chess.
Yeah. It's different. It's way in fair territory. It's like where a third baseman set up on a bunt play.
Swing and a miss on that splitter. Soriano has his first strikeout and 2 away.
He's tough with 2 strikes. You see the split. That's 93 miles an hour. With movement down and away from a lefty. When a guy's throwing upper 90s, you got to start your swing early enough to catch up to it. But when guys are out in front of 93 like that, you know that fastball jumps out of the hand.
Zach McKinstry takes ball 1. Notably, Zach has changed his walk-up music. He's gone with Higher by Creed now. So maybe, just maybe, that gets him untracked.
Takes him higher.
Yeah, if you will. That is a high fly ball to left. Meckler fighting the sun, and he makes the catch. 3 straight hits, though, to open the inning and open the game for the Tigers.
Colt Keith, McGonigal, and Dingler. That equaled a run.
One, I think Tigers on the Bet365 scoreboard as we mosey along into the second inning. That was one of the 2,500 people Johnny Kane talked to during that segment of the pregame. Is there anybody more likable than Johnny Kane?
Johnny, no. He gets people to so comfortable so quickly in front of a camera.
That's like, we couldn't hear the segment, but that segment when he was just roaming around talking to people on the landing there, you could tell everybody has a great time talking to Johnny.
The camera disappears. It's just a conversation with, would you call him Uncle Johnny at this point?
I'd call him Uncle Johnny.
Uncle Johnny. Uncle Johnny, what do you got?
JK?
What's going on, you guys? It's book club night.
When did you learn how to get everybody to tell you everything?
I'm still working at it, but you know, we like-minded readers out here. They were very forthcoming with information about this book, Fourth Wing.
Yeah, Fourth
you know
Wing
what about
night
it?
tonight. I've heard about it.
Yeah, dragons, romance, love, overthrowing governments.
It's like hanging out with Andy Dirt.
That was, yeah.
Just call me old Four Wings over here.
Just without the dragons.
Johnny, you're an avid reader. You read a lot of baseball history books.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. So when I was trying to be, I was trying to connect with some of these fellow readers. I was like, yeah, I said I'm more like nonfiction, a lot of like sports autobiographies, biographies. And then this one girl shoos me away, and she said, go on an adventure, read fiction. And I said, okay. So anyway, I might have to pick up this book, but they weren't into this.
So the nonfiction crew and the fiction crew are different fractions.
Yeah, a little divisive.
Factions? Fractions.
Factions.
Factions.
Yeah. But
Fiction,
anyway.
fraction, factions.
Right.
What would you say, Dirks? Well, Jason, you read.
Huh. Wow. that finally came upon you. Here's a line drive over shortstop into left.
I'm sorry.
No, it's a great read by Soler on the 3-2 pitch.
There you go. What would you say, Dirks? What's the last good book you've read? Honestly.
And he directs it to Andy anyway.
Yeah, I'm big into like business and marketing books.
Yeah.
But like Atomic Habits is a great book.
Okay, yeah, absolutely.
I'm an avid Bible reader. I like the Bible. Yep. It's a good book.
The good book, yeah, it is the good
business book. And marketing books and the Bible.
I do a lot of audio
books. Let's get you up here to section 312.
I do a lot of audiobooks.
I do love good audio. Yep, no question. But I got to look into this thing. Benetti, what's your last favorite book?
No, I need the picture menus at restaurants.
No.
Clearly. No, I am reading right now the Gary Gulman autobiography, the comedian.
Yeah.
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 The dude with the Roadrunner bit.
That's right.
Yeah, I got the book because I like the Roadrunner bit so much. We're gonna start with Meep Meep.
That's it.
Take it at the Roadrunner's entrance.
Oh, that's too good, man.
Thanks for joining us for Tigers Book Club.
Yeah. It's a great concept.
It is. We'll do it. 0-2. Meckler takes outside. A ball and 2 strikes to Esperanza High School's Wade Meckler, who grew up an Angels fan. If you weren't with us yesterday, great debut as an Angel over the weekend with a sliding grab and then a home run against the Texas Rangers in the opener of their series there. 2-2 on Meckler.
Casey trying to find that split command. Started at the bottom of the zone, get it to work down. Just started, both of those started a little too low. Meckler took him out of the hand.
2-2. On the ground towards second base. That's a long throw for Lee, and well, that could have gone worse.
That's how you stick with a play, though. He lost the handle, but Soler was not running hard to second base, which gave him time to go ahead and make the force out at second. Because he bobbled on the transfer, the turn play, and then came back up, and Soler thought he was just going to make the play easy on the big hop. He read the hop. He had a stop for it. He knew I'm dead to rights. He didn't know that Hao-Yu Lee was going to drop the ball.
Wow, what a break for the Tigers there. Casey's saying second base.
Yep.
Here's Adele, who takes a ball in.
Which is good for somebody to speak up. I'm sure somebody was verbally telling how you lead, you still got to play at second, because the instinct there is if you bobble the ball, I got to go to first quickly.
Yeah, we have seen already in 11 innings some really odd stuff and some not well played defense both ways.
Yep.
But it's a matter of who is going to take advantage of it. 1-1. Meckler goes, throw to second, not in time. First Angel stolen base for Meckler.
Got a pretty good jump on Casey. Dingler with a strong throw down, but Meckler's fast. He just beat that.
That is his first steal as a major leaguer. He did not have one with the Giants in his debut year of 2023, and toiling in the minors, and now back to the big leagues. 2-1 is lifted to right field. McKinstry on the move toward the line, and Zach meets the wall. It's a foul ball.
He tried to teeter-totter over and grab it. Just ran out of room. The wind's blowing from left field to right field today. The ball kept drifting, but Z-Mac thought he might have a play on it. Pretty close.
Slow motion fan reactions continue to be a 10 out of 10.
He thought he had that, didn't he? That fan was like, I got it, I don't got it.
And the lady in the front row was like, hey,
please. I never wanted it. I never called for it. Get away from me, ball.
Swing and a miss. There's that slider from Casey Mize. That is dirty.
This set up off the fastball to pitch before. He starts it in the same spot. This one just continues to go away. If it's the sinker, it comes back on the plate. If it's the slider, it continues to go away, gets a swing under it.
See Casey Mize on that slider. The put away number is how often you get with 2 strikes an out. And Casey Mize just did that right there. He got strike 3 on Adele with that slider. A big jump on that pitch.
Yeah, over double the put away rate. The whiff rate's up 14%.
Peraza is a very aggressive hitter. He's quickly down 0-2. You might just want to go fastball again with him. We'll see. They did. Just based on the swings you saw in the first 2
Yeah,
pitches.
I mean, anytime a guy takes a half cut at a fastball that's up in the zone, you know he's not seeing it well.
1-2. Buried a sinker. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Peraza. Nice breaking ball. Casey Mize goes slider strike 3, slurve strike 3 to end the second.
This one's a little slower, bigger bender. The slurve gets it way out in front.
One nothing Tigers on 3 straight hits to lead off the bottom of the first inning, and it'll be Torque, Wenzel, and Gage Workman. 6, 7, and 8 against Soriano. Ball 1. The Angels and Tigers have the same record, 21 and 34. The Angels entered play today 6 back in the AL West. I mean, on May the 27th, being 13 under and 6 out of your division race is extremely playable for first-year manager Kurt Suzuki. It's all playable. There's a lot of time left for everybody, but for the Angels, they are very much in the right division, with the Athletics starting play today in first place, a game under. Now they lost to Seattle, so the Mariners are in first at 1 under.
Yeah, that gives you some more runway if the team's not running away with it. Because normally what you're looking for is, if you're in a division where there's a lot of winning records, is how far are we out of the wild card, not the division.
Look at that curveball, by the way.
Yeah, Soriano stuff's disgusting. That's why the Tigers were smart. They hit 3 fastballs in that first inning. That's why you're seeing him. He's going to mix up the arsenal a little bit more. Guys are going to hunt fastballs. He's got a good curveball and a split to pair with it.
That's an interesting curveball. It's got both side to side and up and down.
Big break. You know, you always figure a guy that's got a super fast arm like Soriano. I mean, that thing comes through. That's why the split finger is so effective. But on the breaking pitches, when they move as much as his does, it always makes you wonder, how often can he throw it for a strike?
Yeah.
Like if you reach spin, shut it down scenario.
3-2. That ball's drilled to left field. Meckler back, track, wall, see ya!
He laid off a couple breaking balls, got that 99-mile-an-hour fastball, and nailed it. Showed Spencer Torkelson's slug against fastballs over 95-mile-an-hour this year, and it was 600-something. You can add a few more points to it now, Jay.
That ball was crushed right off the bat. As Wencel Perez fouls it away, that was clearly the 8th home run for Tork upon contact.
This is as big league as it gets. The ball is pitched fast. The swing goes through the zone fast. It leaves the yard fast.
Broken bat grounder, first base. Soriano covers on the feed from Grissom, and there's one away.
I didn't see a lot of home runs hit in Erie, Pennsylvania, Double-A that were 99 coming in and 100 and whatever that was off the bat.
You didn't?
No.
That, by the way, was Tork's 200th career extra base hit at age 26. Tag short, Tarek Skubal. Chatting him up. Ball one to Workman.
What percentage of human beings do you think are roaming the planet Earth right now that can hit a 99-mile-an-hour fastball that far and that hard?
It's a small percent. It's not 1%. It's less.
Much less. That's impressive. It's hard to slug 100-mile-an-hour fastball. So you're thinking like 0.0000 something percent?
It's got to be around there. I'd ask how many people can do that.
I think that's better. It might be like
A couple thousand.
I don't even know if that many. On the pull side? I'm thinking more like 30 something.
Yeah, do you want them to do it once or do it routinely though? Like,
Routinely.
can they do it once?
Like to slug high against 95 plus is what I'm saying.
Oh, not just one homer against 99.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, it's a couple hundred.
Yeah.
1-2. The problem is every team has one.
Well, in the
Every
big
team's
leagues.
got a couple,
In the big leagues.
right?
They all play in the big leagues for the most part. There's some minor leaguers that can do it, but they usually make it to the big leagues. He's one of them, that guy right there.
1-2 was a ball on a hand. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Gage Workman. The home run ball fixes everything. It fixes energy levels. It fixes rough defense. Ground ball to second for Raza. 2 down. It's like, you know, it's like when you're a kid and you're like, oh, I scraped up my hand, and then you put a Band-Aid on it and everything's fine again.
It's all better.
The home run makes everything all better.
It's the baseball Band-Aid. Yep. When you can slug a lot, hit a lot of homers, you get away with other elements of the game because you can put up numbers quickly. It took 3 hits to do the same thing in the first. 1 swing, equal result.
But it's why everybody's okay with strikeouts. to a certain degree in Major League Baseball is because if it's going to, Torque had 3 strikeouts last night. If it's going to come with the home run ball, you accept it.
Yep.
0-1 popped up. Peraza makes a catch, but the Tigers double their lead.
Our next giveaway of the season is Friday, June 5th, when the Tigers take on the Seattle Mariners. Be one of the first through the gates, and you'll receive a printed sun hat presented by National Coney Island. It's the giveaway everybody's talking about, including Jason Benetti. Visit tigers.com/giveaways to learn more.
To be clear, I'm talking about it. I'm not the giveaway. Right? Including Jason Benetti sounds like a binding agreement that I'm party to, and I'm out for that. I was told that the announcer came with.
Yeah. You get to spend a day with Benetti.
Yeah, great. That is not a perk.
You'll get to watch 1960s game shows and obscure sitcoms from the 1980s.
Tonight on a very special Small Wonder. The 0-2 to Walton is dragged to first base. That is a fair ball off the bat. Come on now. A jagged bounce and a single for Walton. Now, after everything we showed on the anniversary of the ball that got blown foul, this was unnecessary.
Yeah, this is just a tough break. It bounced as far as it bounced away from Torkelson to, I mean, he's going over to field the ball and doink.
Look at that last bounce.
Yeah, nobody home.
Yikes. Here's O'Hoppe. First pitch. Oh, he's really not happy with his baseball bat. Might need Figer Law for that.
If you've been injured in a motorcycle crash, make Figer Law your first call. Figer Law. All we do is win. All we do is win.
Yeah, they look for premeditation on some things, right, in the case book.
Yes.
Right. That was one of those. O'Hoppe, and I don't mean to make light, but the reaction was a very human thing. He reached back and then fired that thing to the ground. Into center field, Perez sliding, and Wenzel Perez puts it away. He spun his wheels a little bit, then charged and made up some ground for out number 2.
The toughest ball to read if you're in center field is the one directly at you, the low liner. It's hard to see how hard they hit it. He froze, took one step back, and as soon as he knew he needed to, he jets in and makes a nice sliding grab to recover.
It's a way to bounce back from yesterday. Neto's like, really? After what we just got on the Walton ball, I thought everything was coming up Angels. There's a strike on Trout.
Did Trout try to challenge that and they didn't give it to him? Wait a minute.
The pitch was called a strike. Batter's challenging.
Yeah, he's going to challenge. It was a check swing. He didn't go, I guess. Did we get an appeal over to third is the question. Evidently not. It's an ABS challenge presented by Figer Law, and it is called a ball. So now the umpires are going to talk it over and see if there was a check swing appeal over at third base, because that would take priority. And also, did the challenge come in time?
Yes. Yes. Trout was saying, I challenged, going to his head multiple times. And Brennan Miller, home plate umpire, didn't see it right out the gate. I think they were worried about the check first. There was a lot going on with the play. You see, he calls a strike. He's thinking about it. That's wild. That is wildly late. That is way after 2 seconds. There is no chance. I think what Trout thought was they're going to appeal it pill it first.
Right.
And he's going to see what happens, but you don't get that. You don't get to see if the check swing was a strike or a ball and then challenge after the fact.
And that's where we're all learning this, right? You have to do it immediately, regardless of what's happening around you. Now, if there's a throw to second base, that's a different story.
So right here, he
1,
sees Dingler look,
2,
and then he's looking
3, before.
Challenge is considered late.
Yeah.
There'll be no challenge on the call.
That's the right way
Great
to
job.
do it, and that's how the umpires should have handled it as well.
Yeah, Suzuki's going to come out and argue that he was waiting to see, but obviously that was late. Brendan Miller got it. Ben May out there.
Trout's going to come over. Trout's saying you called it a ball, but he pointed strike right away. Now let's listen in again after they're done here to just hear what Trout heard. Trout is not happy. He thought he called it a ball. He said he called ball. He called ball. AJ Hinch.
I don't know.
Finally, it's not us.
Yeah, no, you guys dealt with this one.
Kurt Suzuki is not happy. Listen again. Somebody else said ball, I think is what Trout heard. Right, did you hear that in the background?
He said something before he called the strike.
Yeah, so we need to listen to that again. After you called strike and then he challenged. Listen again. There's somebody said something else.
Right there, he did. Brendan Miller said something before he called strike.
You think he's the one that said that? I thought maybe somebody else in the background said it.
He definitely said something before he stood up and called strike.
Let's listen again to that, because I don't know.
You can see his mask move when he's with his mouth.
Yeah.
So he said something.
That's interesting.
He might have said, yeah. I didn't hear ball per se, but he said something before he called the strike call.
That's a weird one, huh?
It is.
You're right, Andy. So it's 0-1 and a throw to first. So Mike Trout heard what we heard there. Somebody said something related to ball that sounded like ball.
Sometimes umpires will say like, yep or yeah, before they call the strike. Like, yeah. And maybe he thought it was ball.
Ah, the nuances of the challenge system. If this is a strikeout,
there's going to be some.
Just be ready.
Some heat.
0-2. Ball.
Yeah, I heard that. That was very clear and audible.
One and two. Ball two. That was a very loud ball. What a challenge.
Catcher's challenging.
The catcher's challenging. Oh, yeah.
Here we go. Here we go.
Let's see. Strike three. Oh, baby.
Strike. Detroit has 2 challenges remaining.
Kurt Suzuki is not that happy.
He's trying to decide where he wants to yell from. Oh, yeah. He's going to go protect his player now. He doesn't want to get Trout. He doesn't want to get Trout ejected.
We do have a break to take, but we're going to stick around here and see who ends up staying and who ends up going.
Okay, they're good.
Everyone's going to make it after all. Wild one.
Bases.
Bottom of the third inning. One of the stranger things that's happened involving the ABS challenge system, and one of those things that you're glad it happened before the playoffs.
Pitch call the ball. Catcher challenge.
We got a challenge by O'Hoppe now. It's a challenge fest.
Brendan Miller's like, okay. All right.
That's a strike.
Pitch is a strike. Los Angeles has 2 challenges remaining.
Suzuki takes a drink.
He's like, I just got to drink some water so I don't say anything to get ejected. He's already sweating over there.
So here's the deal. Kurt Suzuki is he's a pretty even-keeled guy. He's Hawaiian-born. He is a chill guy. And in his office at Angel Stadium, there is a wall behind his desk, as every manager has. They're not sitting in the open air.
Yeah.
But his looks like he's in the outdoors. He had them paint a mural of the Hawaiian Islands behind his desk.
Oh, cool.
To put him in a serene place. And it says Ohana, which means family, to folks from Hawaii.
Yeah, that's great.
So he is the perfect guy to stay in this game and just level himself off.
Yeah, he's thinking about Hawaii right now, but they don't have that in the visiting coaches.
They don't. It's just a wall. Here's a chopper first base. Nobody home. The alarm system was set to away.
The no vacancy sign was hung. Soriano went for the ball first. By the time he did that, there's no chance to get over to first.
Your kids play soccer, right? When you're first teaching kids soccer.
And everybody goes to the ball.
Everyone straight to the ball.
Yeah. Everybody wants to get to the baseball, but nobody covers the bag. Somebody's got to cover the bag, guys.
What a bonkers game this has been. I mean, we started with video from 1981 of an infielder blowing on a ball to try and make it go foul. He claimed, by the way, the footage we showed you earlier, he claimed he was just yelling at the ball to go foul.
He's talking it into submission.
Which is, yeah, just
do what I want, baseball.
It's a ground ball to second base. Peraza, Neto. Out at first, double play.
Man, that was a cannon from Neto.
He's got a rocket launcher.
He knew he had to use it, too. As McGonigal out of the left-handed batter's box gets down the line quick. Watch him rear back and just let it go. And if you don't throw it like that, you're not getting McGonigal. That's two nice plays defensively for Neto. One on a cut ball from center fielder, and then that turn right there.
You look at infielder arm strength, and usually they don't have to uncork the top-notch. Oh, Hoppy's under siege there. The top-notch throw. So their average arm strength, you know, for outfielders above average is in the 90s, right? 90 miles an hour, something like that. Neto is at 89 on average on the infield.
And that's a lot of throws. That one right there was higher than 89, if I had to guess.
That was a four-seamer.
Grissom was like, here it comes. He's coming in hot. He was probably the guy you played catch with in Little League. You're like, really, man? Why are you throwing so hard?
StatCast has that 87.7, so he's throwing it harder.
And that's and across the body, because on the turn. That's all arm strength. Can't get your legs into it. Good arm.
One and two on Dingler. Down 2 balls, 2 strikes. If you missed it, Tigers got a run in the first on 3 straight hits to open the game, then a torque bomb to lead off the second inning, and here we are at 2-love in the third. 2-2 coming. Broken bat grounder to third. Donovan Walton slings it to retire the side. Off to the fourth we go. Chevy's strongest player, Casey Mize, to this point. No runs for the Angels.
You see that sinker's been strong today. Working it on the outside part of the plate, working on the inside part of the plate, get swing and miss on it. A couple challenges back in the Tigers' favor. You know, it's moving a lot when the umpire's having a rough time with it.
It's true. Here's the Home Depot working on a win. That's Casey Mize. You see the hard hit rate has plummeted. Strikeout rate has increased. The whiff rate along with it. And so when you get that chase rate up just a little bit more, it's usually something to do with being more ahead in the count. More advantageous counts. And we've seen that to this point. First pitch strikes, 10 of 12.
That's it. Getting leverage counts. Tigers preach it all the time. Get ahead. Game's won in the strike zone. But a lot of that you have to have the stuff that plays in the zone. Like, it's one thing to say, hey, just go throw strikes. Well, that's great. But if your stuff in the zone is not jumping out of the hand, it doesn't have good movement, you're not mixing your pitches, you're going to get hit. And Casey's confidence from last year is when it really started coming around. He got healthy. He's feeling strong.
Oh, gross.
He's throwing sliders in the other batter's box that people are swinging at. But when a guy throws with confidence, it makes a big difference. He's feeling good on the mound. He can just let it go. Trust that it's going to come out to the way he wants it to.
Got 5 strikeouts. He'll face Soler here. He's fouled away softly for strike 1. Ball, 1 strike off the splitter to Soler. Working on a decade and a half now in Major League Baseball. 3 home runs in the Braves playoff run in 2021. He became the World Series MVP that year with an OPS in the postseason of .948.
He can hit the ball a mile. He's hit one of the furthest home runs in baseball. This guy. Yeah. What's interesting about this outing so far, he's got 0 swing and miss on his split. That's like one of his swing and miss pitches, but it shows his arsenal is effective. The sinkers get more swing and miss. The sliders get more swing and miss today.
And there aren't many lefties.
That's it.
2 of them in the lineup. 3-2. It's Walton in the 8 spot, Meckler in the 5 spot. Those are the only 2 left-handers. Angels have 2 lefties on the bench, including Nolan Shotwell, who we've not seen in this series so far. There's a slider for you, and there's strikeout number 6.
Man, he's getting some awkward swings today, which means the stuff is alive and well.
Two down, Wade Meckler, the batter, Johnny Kane.
Well, to your point, guys, I was talking with Casey this week about, every pitcher I think wants to go out and you want to pitch to your strengths, but then how do you balance that against an opposing lineup's weakness, right? So how do you balance how much you're going to do your strength versus their weakness, or do you just lean back on your strength? He says, obviously it's something, Dingler and I will sit down, we go through every batter and decide what their weaknesses are. We'll come up with a pregame. Then within the game, we got to adjust. Within the inning, we got to adjust. From the 1st to the 6th inning, we've got to adjust there. He says, but it really comes down to, for me, if I'm not executing the pitches in our game plan, then we've got to start from square one back again. But I think tonight, execution's been there.
Meckler, center field, Perez. That hung up for a while. 1-2-3 inning for Mize.
Drive well.
All right, time for the Call Sam Best Call, and it's the comparison between the first month and change, March and April, compared to May. A lot of pop-ups, not much in the way of hard hit. It's a totally different offense 1 month to the next, Andy.
It's been a struggle. You lose Gleyber Torres. That at bat in that Tigers lineup has always been solid. He hits second a lot, hits at the top of the order. And Javi Baez has had some really good sparks over the last couple of years, some good offensive production. It's hard to replace guys that are steady in your lineup, and it puts pressure on other players. So you get a guy who maybe is more of a role player. Now you're expecting him to step up and take every day at bats, and maybe that's not really the role he is designed for. You see a nasty split down to Riley. But when you have guys that are getting a lot of at-bats that are probably not as much of an everyday player, more of a role player, and they have to hit higher in the order, it puts more pressure on them.
1-2 is a pop-up. Peraza makes a catch, one away. If the Tigers scored 3 or more runs in this game, you can visit a participating Arby's location tomorrow and receive a free small order of curly fries. Drew Anderson is loosening in the Tigers bullpen.
That's interesting.
Casey Mize to this point is through 4 scoreless, allowing just 2 hits. There's ball 1 to Zach McKinstry. And Chris Fetter is on the phone with Juan Nieves, somebody.
Well, hopefully everything's okay with Casey. He come off of that groin injury a couple weeks ago, a week and a half ago.
Yeah, he went down evidently into the tunnel during the half-inning break. There's a filthy splitter again, 1-2 on McKinstry. I mean, that is the last thing the Tigers need, is another injury of any kind. Thank you very much.
Agreed. It has been every other day. It feels like somebody's going down.
Another demon ball splitter. 2 down. So this is during the last half-inning break. Casey Mize, as he came off the field with Dylan Dingler, said something to Kelly Rhodes, athletic trainer, and then walked down the stairs with Kelly into the clubhouse.
Man, it's tough.
It's low on the list of things you want to see. Strike 1 to Torque, who homered tonight after the 4 strikeouts yesterday for the 2-0 Tigers lead tonight. A.J. Hinch can only try to sew the pieces together in the bullpen and otherwise. I mean, there's not an off day in sight until after that Tampa Bay series. O.J. trying to get Joey Cora's attention in the third base coaching box.
He's going to go talk to the third base umpire.
Oh, likely to let the umpire Conroy know that the Tigers are going to bring in a pitcher for an injury situation, you would imagine.
Yeah.
Which would mean Anderson would have more of an opportunity to warm up on the mound. Good catch by our crew, by you there.
Yep. Man, that is unfortunate.
Big time. 2-2. Spencer Torkelson once again lights it up left center field, and that thing finds its way into the alleyway for Torque once again. It's 2 bases this time. It's a 2-out double, and what a difference 24 hours can make. Our Comerica Bank game summary: foul ball last night led to a strikeout. Eventually it was a grand slam that wasn't. Tonight, how about a laser homer to left and a 2-0 lead, and then that double as well. Wencel Perez last night doesn't make this catch, recovers in center tonight.
Comes back in, makes the play in center. Gonna brush off what tomorrow had and play today. What's in front of you?
They hit back-to-back in the lineup. There's ball 1. You have no choice, right? Like, this has not gone at all how the Tigers have wanted. They've not played good baseball. 21-34. You can either play tomorrow or not.
Yep, you're going to play.
That's it.
The roster's going to play. The schedule's going to play. You got to get out and compete. They need a few bats to heat up in the lineup.
This is one up.
This is one of them right here. He hit a homer last night. Let's even get him a knock here. Driving a run.
Those add-on opportunities become even more important when you know that you're going to lose your starting pitcher.
That's right.
Here tonight. At least it seems like it.
Yep. Runs are at a premium against a good right-handed arm they're facing, but anytime you lose a starter who's cruising, you're going to have to go to the bullpen earlier than you would want to. Insurance runs.
(3-1). That's in there for a strike. Wencel was thinking it was ball 4. 3-2 coming. Torque at second. That's ball 4. First walk for Soriano tonight.
It's going to prompt a mound visit.
Longtime pitching coach Mike Maddox, one of the very well-respected pitching coaches across Major League Baseball, was part of that Texas Rangers team in 2023.
Yeah, I think he's probably going to say, why are you trying to throw 2 breaking balls, 3-1 and 3-2, against a guy who hasn't been hitting the ball that well? Get in there and get after it in the zone. Don't overthink it. You got great stuff. Trust it. Something along those lines.
I'm ready to pitch for you right now.
Yeah.
TED Talk.
Use that voice. You got to trust the voice, Jason. Don't try to be somebody you're not. Just be the best Jason Benetti you know how to be right now.
All right, let's go. Let's do this.
I'm in. Ready to see Gage Workman get a knock, score some more runs. I love crooked numbers on scoreboards. They have 2 straight line numbers. Scored a run in the first, scored a run in the second. No crooked number yet. Yet.
Gage Workman, Torkelson at second, Perez at first. 2 on, 2 out, Soriano to Workman. First pitch, breaking ball.
I like it. Keep doing it. I saw Gage hit one of those out of the park to left center in New York. We've seen him hit that breaking ball out to right in Kansas City.
Another one.
Stay with it. Just fire on it, Gage. Fire on that breaking ball.
One. That splitter. It's like a Ouija board splitter.
I mean, that's like a nastiest 2-seam fastball for most guys. 93 with that much movement.
You throw that one again right now.
I hope he throws the breaking ball again. I feel like you got a better chance with that than the split as a lefty.
If you're in the batter's box, you're saying, please throw me the curveball.
Please.
Right?
Just give me something I can make some contact with, because the split is very tough.
Fastball. Way outside.
Yeah, he's wasting it. Well, Hoppy wants that one up so then he can come back with the split. It's classic.
Two and two. I like when you get bored with the patterns of right-handed pitchers versus lefty batters.
Yeah, it's like you try to go fastball and you know the split's coming, so Gage knows, so he takes it. That's a tough one to take. The problem is now you're like, okay, now I don't really know what the plan is, so you got to be more even with your approach.
3-2, runners go, and it's a golf shot on a curveball. Straight away center field. Mike Trout is underneath. We go to the 5th. See what's happening with the Tigers pitching after this.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Detroit Tigers and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Detroit Tigers.
Here are today's Old Spice fresh stats. You see the starting pitchers both doing a pretty good job. Casey, 4 innings, only a couple hits, no earnings. And Soriano, 4 innings pitched, 2 earns. But we did see something in Casey Mize. He came out of the ball game, which is unfortunate for the Tigers. Drew Anderson's going to come in, but watch Casey after he strikes out Soler. He kind of jumps, hops that right leg. Something's not feeling right, and he knows it right away. You can see some disappointment on his face. Just frustrating to be throwing the ball the way he is and to have to be able to come out of the game. Unfortunate for Casey. The Tigers hate to see it, and Drew Anderson, our wall side windows pitching change, is now the man with the baseball.
You know, if the Tigers had no luck, they'd have better luck in the injury department so far this year. And I know the way that sounds, right? I know that when you hear about injuries, it's not a team that's 10 over 500, right? There is a fine line between excuse and reality. But
can't catch a break.
I mean, at some point, you would like to have something resembling what you expected your major league roster to look at. McGonigal to first, and there's one away. And then, you know, you end up with a lot of relief innings, a lot of bullpen usage, a lot of tax on the bullpen. The team record for relief innings in May is 110 2/3, and that's going to go by the wayside tonight, like now.
Yeah. Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's the 27th, right? There are games left in May.
Yeah. But it just shows when your horses are getting hurt, nothing anybody can do about it. It's part of baseball. Injuries happen. But when they're clumped up together, boy, does it make it tough.
Yeah, I mean, there are two of them.
There's a couple Cy Young Award winners right there. MVP on the right as well.
1-1 on Peraza. It's a chopper third base side of the mound. It's Keith. And it's out number 2. Johnny Kane.
Yeah, guys, just to continue on with that, you know, and Casey was even talking about, you know, the fact Verlander threw to live hitters today in a bullpen outing. Scooble did the same yesterday. You saw Troy Melton make his season debut in Baltimore. And he said, look, you know, obviously we've been super injured. Doesn't explain all the reasons why we've been losing some games, but, you know, it is a big reason why. But he said, you know, we can't wait for our guys to get back before we start locking in, before it clicks. He's like, no, we need to put our best foot forward now. We got to win games right now so that when everybody does come back, you know, we're in much better positioning. And it's just crazy. I don't know if it's irony, coincidence, whatever you want to call it, but, you know, here you got Casey dealing through 4 innings and now another setback. Obviously, it's going to preclude him from finishing this game. It's tough to reason. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it really is.
And then, but you're right. I mean, what they're saying is right. You have to respond.
Yeah.
In some way, and they know that you're not going to stop the season, and so that's why this stretch of the last 2 weeks. I think we came on air the day that Tarek Skubal's injury was announced, and said the Tigers just need to stay afloat.
Right.
When everybody comes back, that hasn't happened yet.
No. They've had a rough go, no doubt. Can't catch a break, but when you can't catch a break, you got to make your own break sometimes.
Yeah, how would be the question.
Yeah,
Andy.
exactly.
Play clean baseball. That's the only way. If you play fundamental baseball, is your only chance. If at times the talent up and down the order on the other side is going to be a little better, just because you have so many injuries and a lot of your guys are out, you have to play clean baseball.
I would agree with that 100%.
Can't give another team more outs. You got to play the fundamentals, do the small things
100%
to keep you in enough ball games to win a few of those one-run games that they've let slide by.
Well, that's what I felt like last night's game again. Whether you want to call them miscues or, there you go. We'll continue later.
Yeah, absolutely. We got time. 2-0 your score after 4.5 on the Bet365 scoreboard.
Head to Comerica Park June 5th through the 7th to see the Tigers face the Seattle Mariners. It's a 2025 ALDS rematch you're not going to want to miss. Tickets start at just $35. Visit tigers.com/tickets and get yours today.
You gonna take your chopper to the ballpark?
Get to the chopper.
When's the last time you were on a helipad?
It's been a minute. It's been like negative years because I've never been in a helicopter.
Not once?
Not once.
Oh, you got to do it.
Is it fun?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just never really thought about it, to be honest, and never came across that as a necessity in my life.
First pitch, bottom 5. How you leave, fouls away, strike 1. Sometimes if you go on a tour, like in Hawaii or something, they'll give you the option of, do you want the door open or the door closed?
Oh yeah, and you said door closed.
Closed, please.
Thank you very much.
Yep. I mean, who said? I mean,
yeah, who says door open?
No.
What kind of seat belts are in this thing?
Two and one on Lee. Johnny Kane's downstairs. Andy Dirks, Jason Benetti, our entire crew for Tigers baseball, wherever you might be. High atop your perch. down on terra firma. Popped up. First base. Vaughn Grissom tracks it for out number 1. Let's give you a Bet 365 odds update. And it's Colt Keith, who's 2 for 2 in the ball game. 2.5 hits over under, plus 150 on the points there for a third hit. Johnny Kane was talking about the Tigers getting back to full strength. Justin Verlander and Kerry Carpenter, a little sim game battle. So trying to get back to an opportunity for a rehab assignment for both of them. Haven't seen Verlander since that opening road trip. Kerry Carpenter ran into the wall in Kansas City trying to field that Bobby Witt Jr. baseball. And Tarek Skubal has said that he wants to get back as soon as he can, but he also wants to make sure that he's on the hill for the rest of the season whenever he comes back. But this is JV earlier today. AJ Hinch said it was a positive. He felt good about it, and that hasn't been the report at all times after anybody's sim outing. So he threw to Kerry Carpenter, as you saw there, which is a good sign. Two and one to Colt, and he watches a strike on a curveball. Soriano's loved that curveball tonight.
Used it a lot. Well, early in the game they hit the fastball. 3 hits off the fastball in the first inning led to a run. Spencer Torkelson hit his heater out to left field for a home run, and he started shying away from it. You can change a pitcher's game plan pretty quick if you can get to the fastball early and you show him that you're going to be on it, hit it all over the ballpark. But he's got chess pieces too.
Yeah. You see on the hot corner, Tigers are 3 for 3 against that 4-seam fastball, including the home run, as there's a splitter to torpedo Colt.
And that's why he's going to more breaking balls and using that split finger fastball or split finger off speed pitch down below the zone. It feels like a fastball because it's 93.
Splitter, yeah.
Yeah. It's a very, very hard off speed pitch.
That's a wicked pitch.
Yeah. For most guys, it'd be calculated as a fastball at 93.
I mean, league average is around 95 and change. We get challenged here by O'Hoppe. It's a ball, according to plate umpire Brendan Miller. According to the ABS challenge system, it's about half a baseball, solidly a ball. Ball and a strike on McGonigal. You know somebody's writing a movie script right now. Like, an umpire turns on the ABS challenge system and flies to New York.
He's not having fun with it. It's been a different day for the ABS.
I still think it makes the umpires look better than it does.
Oh, yeah.
Poor.
For sure.
2-1. Kevin does not bite. 3-1 on McGonigal. You get the McGonigoggles out again.
Good pitch recognition out of those McGonigoggles. Some of the best eyes in baseball. Standing at home plate right now.
Inside ball 4. You don't need 20/20 vision to know that was a walk. Soriano yanks it for ball 4.
That on base percentage for McGonigal is creeping up to 400. As a 21-year-old in Major League Baseball with some of the nastiest pitches in the history of the game, this young guy right here has put together at bat after at bat after at bat. Got on base 4 times yesterday, 3 hits and a walk. Got a hit and a walk in this game.
Coming into today, he was tied for 3rd in wins above replacement in all of Major League Baseball, according to our friends at Baseball Reference. Only Cody Bellinger and Jordan Walker were better at the start of play today. 0-2 on Dingler. So McGonigal on base with a walk again. That's his 33rd walk. He's one of 10 qualified hitters with more walks than strikeouts. That's not to say that other hitters aren't qualified to have their jobs. It means qualify for the leaderboard.
For the leaderboard, that's right. That's tough to do.
0-2. How'd you like to be called an unqualified major league hitter?
Well,
Andy?
Jason,
What do you got? Somebody yelled that at you at Target Field one day?
There may have been a few times in 2013 that I got yelled at a little bit.
How dare they?
That
1-2, one hopper. Oh my goodness! Oh, Hoppy got eaten alive by that baseball. Yikes!
The more breaking balls a guy throws, the better chance of some dirt balls coming in. He tried to backhand that, and it just went vertical on him.
Compare the hang time on this versus the Kohanowitz ball off his foot yesterday.
Off his foot. This one was a little lower, but that's a high hop. Easy read for McGonigal.
2-2 for Dingler, trying to add on. That's a ball. 3-2. Chop foul.
They've been making Soriano throw. He's at 91 pitches now. Love to extend it right here.
Three and two. McGonigal at second. Ball four.
Angels are going to have to make some decisions if they're going to get a guy going in the bullpen or not. Because if Riley Green gets a knock here or gets on base, he could be upwards to close to 100 pitches by the end of this at bat.
First pitch, base knock, right field, Riley Green. Adell's up with it. His throw is not nearly in time. It bounces away, and that'll get an extra base for Riley Green. 3-0 Tigers here in the fifth.
See quality at bats in a row, paying dividends for the Tigers with a run here. Throws the pitch down in the zone. Riley stays on it, gets a knock to right field. McGonigal scores easy. The ball gets away. Soriano wasn't fully backing up, but he was back there enough to keep Dingler from trying to score. See, this is why you got to hit the cutoff man. Throw it through the first baseman. Up the line, he lets it go. That allows Riley Green to get to second.
Maybe one too many with Suter loosening in the bullpen.
Well, that's why they're going to wait for the home plate umpire to break this up. They're trying to give Suter some time. Because if you are going to have to bring him into the game, you'd probably prefer it to be against a lefty.
Well, you'd prefer it to be against Riley Green. If we're,
I mean, you're not wrong. But he is your guy. Your horse.
But he walked two guys in a row.
You're not wrong. I like it though. I'm enjoying it.
No quibble.
No issues with it currently.
Here's McKinstry. Ball one. This is where you have to pay it off though. If they're a little bit late, you have to pay it off.
Yep. Because now you get another at bat against the righty here with the right-handed pitcher with McKinstry, who's struggling to find the strike zone. See if he throws something down the middle. Ooh.
Soriano is labored.
Yeah, they're making him work. If they're not going to swing at that split finger down out of the zone, the lefties, he's got to bring him a fastball. There's that knuckle curve. He's went to that a lot. And this shows you, Jason. Best game plan against good pitchers. Hit their fastball early, get them out of rhythm. Tigers did that in the first inning.
3 batters in.
And the second inning.
Yeah.
Now he's went to more breaking pitches.
That was a ridiculous everything. The swing was ridiculous. The ricochet was ridiculous.
I think Spencer Torkelson just had a near-death experience.
Yeah, yes.
Because that ball was somewhere close to where he was standing. Hey, that was like emergency hack to the 10th degree.
He's looking into the dugout either for somebody who saw it happen or salvation.
Yeah, that was close.
2-2. Outside. He just doesn't have answers right now.
Well, if you can't throw the fastball, if you lose the fastball, you're not going to throw it. You throw more spinners, you're going to throw more balls. He's lost his command of the fastball. He's going to try to dial something in here.
Splitter maybe. It's a fastball. He missed.
Now you got a position where do you leave him in and potentially walk in a run or go to the lefty Suter?
You can't. It's got to be Suter.
I don't know. I don't think they want Suter Torkelson. Torkelson does have 2 knocks off him. One's a home run and one's a double. So Suzuki's standing there thinking, I like the right-on-right matchup maybe?
I guess, but not this one.
Homer and a double.
Yeah, throw him a fastball. See what happens. He didn't. There's a reason.
Yeah.
There's a very clear reason he didn't. In this day and age in baseball, this is as long of a 3rd time through inning you'll see a starter have. Truly. 3rd time through you start laboring, this is as long as you'll go. One. On the ground, foul, third base side. That doesn't mean the Tigers are going to jackpot it. It just means this is a rarity in Major League Baseball nowadays.
He's their horse. It also shows you got more confidence in Soriano than going to your bullpen. You know, if your bullpen, middle of your bullpen's been shaky. The manager's job is to try to keep the best squad on the field as much as possible. One of the jobs.
The 30-plus pitch inning that Soriano gets out of. 35th pitch in the inning ends it, but Riley Green drives in a run and the Tigers add on. Tigers baseball on Detroit Sportsnet is brought to you by Wallside Windows, local and family owned, celebrating 82 years as Michigan's leader in replacement windows. And by your Metro Detroit Buick GMC dealers. It's a lovely day for sunglasses early on. And the Tigers have built a 3-0 lead here in the 6th. That's a beautiful look at this ballpark. And some of the faces and eyes across the landscape of the 2 dugouts. There's a pop-up and another baseball bat that gets the brunt of it from Logan O'Hoppe. It's been a rough day for the Angels catcher. There's one away. And a message from your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers.
Now during employee pricing for everyone, get $10,002 in savings on the 2026 F-150 XLT 4x4. See your Southeast Michigan Ford dealer today.
Johnny Kane around the ballpark. Andy Dirks, Jason Benetti. Our entire spectacular crew here on Detroit Sportsnet. Zach Neto with one out. Takes a sharp bending breaking ball for a strike. Drew Anderson.
He has that 12-6 hammer, and he can still strikes with it, get ahead and counts. See Neto taking time.
That's where he turns into the Matrix, right? That's Mr. Anderson stuff.
Yeah.
From Drew.
He's got a good changeup to go with it, and a plus fastball. His fastball plays up. There was that kick changeup. That was a big revelation in his pitching career, is when he learned how to use the changeup to catch the seam as opposed to the traditional way where you pronate it and get over the top of it.
He was a part of our telecast yesterday, and as we taped it, he showed you how to
the grip on it. Yeah,
change.
yeah. You put your finger up, your pointer finger up on the baseball with a 2-seam grip around the horseshoe. But he said he just started throwing it. Guys just started swinging and missing at it because the ball was dropping. He's like, I'm on to something here. That revolutionized a lot of guys' careers. The kick change has.
Fly ball first base side out of play. Just one example in the AL Central, who we may see over the weekend, is Davis Martin of the White Sox.
Yep.
He used that to try to help himself become a better pitcher. He's one of the top 10 WAR pitchers in the league.
That's it. If you can get a pitch that goes down, it keeps left-handed bats off of your fastball. Because if you can sell it for fastball, you're going to get a lot of hits. But if you have to worry about that changeup.
The pitcher's called the ball. Pitcher's challenge.
Here's a challenge. Is it ball 3 or strike 3? It is strike 3.
The call's a strike. Batter's out. Detroit has 2 challenges remaining.
How good was that by Drew Anderson?
Drew was like, that's a strike, bud.
He was not fooled. Watch Zach Neto. He makes a big ordeal like, oh, that ball's way inside. And Drew Anderson says, no, it's not. No, it's not. You made it look like a ball. Can't fool Drew Anderson.
You know what that was? That was a kick challenge.
That's smart by Neto, though. If it's close and you make a big dramatic move, maybe I didn't see it right. Didn't fool Drew, though.
Really well done. I mean, he was all over it.
Another very calm demeanor guy.
Yeah. Angels have 2 hits so far, 3 base runners. And it's 11 in a row retired by the combo of Mize and Anderson. No official word on what brought Casey Mize out of the game. Ground ball foul, third base side. One and 2 for Trout, who's been as healthy as he has been the entire decade this year. Anderson got inside on him. This in the air to left center. Riley Green runs it down. Drew Anderson 6 up, 6 down, and a challenge to boot for a strikeout in the 6th. Time to figure out who's today's Tiger of the Day. We'll spin the wheel, and the answer is Ol Ed, who played 7 major league seasons, 2 with the Tigers. Al Kaline recommended him in the trade for Rocky Colavito, a former semi-pro football player in Pittsburgh before being replaced by Johnny Unitas. And you better hustle when Brent Suter's on the mound as Wencel Perez pops this up. And there is one away. It'll be Jahmai Jones hitting against Suter, who is the 15-minute parking sign of relief pitchers.
Gets in, gets after it. He's got a good changeup to righties. Lefties have hit his 4-seam well, but you're going to see him use the changeup against Jahmai Jones at some point, unless he gets a first pitch fastball, hits it, he's taken all the way. There's the changeup.
Oh, and 1-2, Jahmai Jones. So the official word on Casey Mize is right groin tightness.
Same thing that he was dealing with before. The hope always is catch it soon enough before it gets really bad. But having to go on come out of a ball game for it another time, they'll evaluate it, see how he feels.
Strike 3 call. Jones didn't like it. 2 away. Look, that is just when the rotation felt like it was at least starting to grow into 5 regulars again. You end up in one of these situations where it's triage.
Yeah.
So 2 down for Hao-Yu Lee, and there's a strike. I mean, Suter really is the Cliff's Notes relief pitcher. He's getting it, and he's throwing it, like now. In the air, right field, Adele. Inning over. Off to the 7th and a 3-0 score. Stream Tigers games live with a subscription to your new home for Detroit sports. Detroit Sportsnet, presented by Bet365. Your subscription includes the Tigers all season long, plus the Red Wings starting this fall. Just bounce down the staircase to that QR code. Scan it right now. Tigers.com/Detroit Sportsnet. Drew Anderson has strike 1 to Vaughn Grissom here in the 7th. We barely got to celebrate Ed Rocco, our Tiger of the day, with Suter throwing so quickly. Congratulations to Ed. It was a foul ball. Strike 2. Who was a semi-pro football player. He was a truck driver and bartender as well. Feels like 2 jobs or hobbies that you could pick up very quickly.
Yeah, good driving a truck. Love truck drivers. They get all this stuff all around the country. They're a very important part of what we do here in the United States of America. We love the truck drivers. Smoking the Bandit was a great movie.
I feel like
Eastbound and Down, loaded up and trucking.
I feel like it would be great on a CB radio.
Watch out now. Just watch that Bandit run. Breaker, breaker.
1-2. Ground ball off a changeup instead of a breaker. Cole Keith to first, and there's one away. Drew Anderson's been phenomenal.
Boy, has he. Right out the chute, getting a couple ground balls from the right arm delivery from the big tall guy. And then he started getting some swing and miss and some strikeouts. Big curveball, 12-6 variety. Fastball up and in. He challenged that himself. Neto couldn't believe it. He gets a jam shot from Trout to end last inning.
Just serenity now from Drew Anderson. Last 5 outings, 13 1/3, nothing. That includes tonight, which has gone 2 1/3 for him. Soler swings through a changeup.
No need to throw a strike here. See if you can get some chase. That's the right idea.
Do that again. A little closer.
Sure, why not? Swung and missed that changeup.
Smell a barbecue grill. It feels like summer now.
It does. It's feeling like summer for sure.
Really uncomfortable at bats tonight for the Angels against both Mize and Anderson.
It just a tribute to the stuff that both pitchers have. Mize's slider was really good today against all the right-handed bats. Fastball play, the sinker was good. Drew Anderson, a lot of similarities right now. Well-located fastballs, good changeup working down the zone, and then the big 12-6 hammer time when he thinks they might be on a couple of other varieties.
See what he's got on 1 and 2 for Soler. It's a swing and a miss on a fastball to the attic. That's out number 2, Drew. He could challenge the number of outs as well.
He's in the zone. He's in the zone right now. Do with him what you want. Got swing and miss on the changeup down. Goes to the high heat. Gets swing and miss up there. He's feeling good. He goes, yeah. Here we go.
All right. How about now? Now?
Yeah, now.
Now. Coming up. 1 out later than Drew thought. The Tiger Law 7th inning stretch.
With our MV 3-pack, most valuable 3-pack from marquee matchups with the Yankees and Dodgers to Fan Appreciation Week against the Pirates. This package delivers some of the season's top games all in one, starting at just $79. Visit tigers.com/MV3 to learn more.
I think a lot of people are like that kid we saw. I think most people know most of the lyrics to Mr. Brightside, but everybody tails off at some point in the middle of it. I think 100% of people know 90% of the lyrics of Mr. Brightside.
It's the most,
at most
hummed towards the end song. You get through the first couple words and
is calling me, and then you pick it up again. Matt Vierling hitting for Colt Keith, and it's a pop-up to the right side of the infield. Peraza makes the catch. Destiny is calling me. It's a message from Rally House, Michigan.
The season starts at Rally House. From jerseys and hats to tumblers for game day, it's where outrageous selection meets every fan's style.
Kyle Finnegan getting loose in the Tigers bullpen to take over for Drew Anderson, and Kevin McGonigal sends a buzzsaw to center field. Low-hanging fruit over John Tumpane, the second base umpire. And McGonigal is on once again, his third time to first. Look out, John.
all he does is has days. Gets a four-seam fastball over the plate, doesn't waste any time, hits it back through the box. It's the hands back, foot down. Swing stays through the zone a long time. Tom Payne says, "You almost got me."
Here's Dylan Dingler, and a throw to first. Suter's got a great move to first base. He's got fast feet.
Did you say he's footloose?
Fancy free. Come home. Strike one. That got way inside on Dingler.
Well, the way he sets up, his hands are way far away from his body. He's kind of leaned over towards first base. And when as a hitter, that'll make you start leaning with him a little bit out over the plate. So when he comes in, you find yourself crossing your step up, and then he does that. That's where that effectiveness comes in. You got to stay upright. The ball has to come back over the plate. So anytime a guy goes kind of a more dramatic angle on one side of the rubber, you have to trust that if I stay in my normal posture, the ball is going to come over home plate.
And it did, and it's launched to left center field by Dingler. McGonigal has third in his sights. The throw coming into second base won't get there. Dylan Dingler gets an extra bag. Second and third with one down in the seventh.
It was a hustle double. Watch him stay on this pitch, down and away. Just flicks his bat at the end, stays through the zone, and McGonigal knows right off the bat, here I'm going to go first to third, no problem. Dingler had a single, and he said, "I'm coming in hot too, right behind you." Polar bear with a head first slide. That's taking the extra base.
Which forces the infield in. There's a strike. Now, if he's at first, they could play the middle infield back looking for
That's
a
a
double
huge
play.
base.
Yes.
That's a huge base. That's just a hustle double out of the box from Dingler. That's coming to play.
This one gets away from O'Hoppe. McGonigal scores. It's 4-0.
It's a little slider. He just misses the ball. He can't believe he missed it. McGonigal scores easy. And that's going to move Dingler to third. The infield's got to stay in. Riley gets another crack at an RBI.
That's a pass ball. And Riley Green crumples down in a heap on that swing. Hope he's all right.
Yeah, it looked like it just started high, spun himself into the ground. Got to wait for a long time. A lot of fast actions coming at you to speed you up, and then the ball parachutes out of the hand.
Swing and a miss On the changeup, strike 3, 2 down. Didn't wait long enough. And it seemed like a while.
Well, the lefties, you notice against Riley Green, they're throwing the changeup more. He's hit the breaking ball so well this year. And the fastball against lefties. They're trying a different pitch, which is the changeup if they have it.
How does this at bat look, Andy, with Suter so dramatically off the first base side of the rubber?
Get the ball out over the plate, away from you, and then hit it to left. That one right there, little slider, stay on it, hit it the other way.
Where do you want to see it out of his hand to do that?
It starts behind you, but you got to keep your sights out over the plate. So if it's going to come back over the plate, that's the one you go for.
So then what of that changeup, though?
The changeup's an anomaly. This is why you have to set your sights to hit the ball further to left, even down the left field line if it's 70-some miles an hour, or else you're going to swing out in front of it.
Then it throws 90 and it looks like it's 105.
But then you just battle that pitch. Do your best. Trust your hands. Be quick to it.
Two and two. Popped up third base side. Walton into foul ground. He does not have enough room for it.
I mean, the hard thing when a lefty start throwing you changeups is they look like a fastball out of hand more than a breaking pitch. So your mind immediately is going to swing fastball if you don't see spin left on left, because traditionally it's curveball, it's slider, it's something spinning.
I got a 2-2 here. And it's rolled to second base. Peraza reaches down to retire the side, but the Tigers use some grit to get home.
It was a single, not with Dingler. Turned it into a double. McGonigal scores on a pass ball.
Tigers baseball on Detroit Sportsnet is brought to you by Figer Law. All we do is win. And by Menards. Save big money at Menards on all your home improvement needs. Drew Anderson was brilliant today in relief of the injured Casey Mize. 3 innings, 9 up, 9 down for Anderson, and he'll tag in Kyle Finnegan for a wall-side windows pitching change.
Finnegan's going to want to get ahead. Walks have hurt him a little bit this year. Stuff will play in the zone. Fastball split.
First pitch chases Adele's bat. Strike 1. All right, so the 5th time this year, says Hot Corner, the Tigers have held opponents scoreless through the 7th.
500 in those ball games. 2-2.
We'd like that to be better and happen more often, but it is what it is, as they say. The 0-1 for Adele.
Be interesting to see with Mize potentially having some issues with that growing again. The way Drew Anderson's been throwing the baseball, maybe there's a start in his future.
Stretch him out.
I could see it.
For sure. He's already been a multi-inning guy. It's twice now that he's come in to try to rescue a game. There was that Friday night game that was on Apple TV against Toronto. He came in and steadied the hand of the bullpen.
Which there's value in that as well.
Yes.
But if you don't have a lead or you give up runs early, then you never get to them. That's what, remember Troy Melton last year when he was trying to work the middle of games, but the Tigers were behind enough times during that stretch. Then they finally said, you know what, let's just put them at the beginning of the ball game. And it worked out pretty well.
Troy was great in his first outing of 26 in Baltimore. In the air, back of second. McKinstry and Lee, and McKinstry, who's moved over to shortstop from right field, makes the catch. There's one away. Take a look at the upcoming schedule, brought to you by Bet365. One more tomorrow with the Halos, and then the Pale Hose are next for 3 at Rate Field on the south side of Chicago. White Sox gave up a home run to Byron Buxton, but lead 3-1 at the end of 4 against the Twins tonight. if you were interested in how, in fact, they scored, just as an advanced scout. Colson Montgomery drove in one, and Sam Antonacci, the rookie, has driven in the other two. It's a really young White Sox team.
Improved starting pitching and better offense. A lot of home runs. So the Tigers pitchers are going to have to be wary when they go into that series. Try not to give up the long ball.
Especially if it's at all hot and sunny.
You know, in that field, it'll fly. I remember watching Paul Konerko destroy baseballs there. That dude could hit. Konerko?
Oh,
he raked.
He would change his batting stance every at bat.
I know. He raked in all of them. It's a tough life you got, Paulie.
2-1. Check swing. He went. Ooh, no appeal. Peraza wanted it to go down to first base. He thought he was suave. Two and two. Line drive, right field, that's playable. Perez makes the catch. There are two away, and here's a message from Figer Law.
If you've been injured in an auto accident, make Figer Law your first call. Figer Law. All we do is win. All we do is win.
Two gone, eighth inning. Tigers up 4-0. Looking for a shutout tonight against the Angels of lovely Anaheim. Picturesque sky tonight. Chillier temperatures than when we started. But a beautiful night as there's a check swing by Walton. Tigers will try to add on in the eighth with Torque leading off. But a run in the first, a run in the second, a run in the fifth, a run in the seventh for the Tigers. On the scoreboard, it goes 1-1-0-0, 1-0-1.
It's probably your password.
Yeah.
For some of your stuff online.
Would you like to use the difficult password? No, I'm good with 1-1-0-0-1-0-1.
What's real frustrating is when it's like, oh, sorry, you have to use a special character too. And you're like, oh, really? Exclamation point.
Then I'll go 1-1-0-0-1-0-1 $sign. Is that good enough?
Well, that worked. Well, you need a capital letter in there as well.
And also, which one of these squares has a motorcycle in it? What?
Yeah. No, I don't want to go through all of this to try to see my bank account.
No.
No.
I don't know. Is that a stoplight or what? I don't know. 1 and 2. Oh, he just didn't capture him. 2 and 2. Two and 2. Fouled away. Are you a bot?
It thinks I'm a bot a lot. The worst is when you get through it all and they make you do it again. You're like, what? I didn't get the answers right?
No, sorry. It was 4 railroad ties in squares.
How many crosswalks? Finger to get across.
Popped up. Third base side. McGonagall's underneath.
Botting out in here.
How many of these videos include a Spencer Torkelson hit? That one. That's one. That's another one. 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah, see, you don't know.
The clock. Memberships for the 2026 season are still available. You can become a 1901 Society member for less total games
right there,
at a
Peter
lesser
Brady.
price than a full season. Sometimes you have to repeat it in case some people didn't hear it. Commit to just 18 games, unlock the best perks like price, location, exclusive membership events, priority access to postseason tickets, and more. Visit tigers.com/2026 to start your membership journey today.
Sounds great. Strike one to Spencer Torkelson. He was 2 for 3 with a double and a home run. They are riding Suter here in the belief that might not be a bottom 9. Tigers would love to make sure that's the case as Suter pipes a strike, 1-2.
Definitely want to save a little of that bullpen for tomorrow, potentially.
So it's Ricky Vanasco and Kenley Jansen, and you would imagine with Kenley being up that at 4-0, AJ Hinch is going to use Kenley. Fly ball right field, Adele on the run, and he's not going to get there. It's a foul baseball, and that pinballs around. That guy's not happy at all.
Oh, he had his phone in his hand.
Oh, that's
why
the
did I have my
problem.
phone? You put your phone away and watch the game. He would have had that one.
That looks like
get that one moment in time. Oh man, if I just didn't have my phone. There he is. He's got the phone in the left, goes up with the right, bobbles it, tries to two-hand it, but the phone, oh no.
That's a long ride for Torque, deep right field once again, and off the base of the wall. Does he have 3 on his mind? No. It's a double, third hit, third extra base hit for Torque, who thought maybe he had his second home run of the night.
That's Triple's alley out there. He smokes this ball to right center. Up in the zone, fastball. Gets all over it. Gets out of the box well, rounds the bags. The ball hopped up past Adele. As it came over, ended up going to the center fielder. That's why he thought about it for a second.
I think that's officially the Triples nook now.
That area out there is notorious for triple. This is a long throw in.
Fly ball right field. Will that guy have a second chance at collecting a foul ball?
He doesn't have his phone in his hand.
Oh.
He's like, oh, here we go. I'm ready now. He's locked in, laser focused.
He's like 5th place in the Gavin from Wirecam lookalike contest. He might be 3rd place, actually. That's a pretty good resemblance person there.
He's got some beard scruff. Yeah.
What kind of midi should we give this guy? He's got to get some award.
Least prepared to catch a foul ball.
1-2. There's a chopper back to the mound. Suter goes flying. He loses his footing and still flings it over there. That was zany. He came in to jump, and then he nearly went over tea kettle, as they say, and made the play.
He's a little fidgety on the mound, even more so off the mound. You see, as he got the ball, he turned. He thought second base first, and then he had to contort his body even more to make the throw at first. That's why he lost his left foot on it.
He looked a little bit like Elaine dancing in Seinfeld.
Apparently, she didn't dance very well.
It was just a lot of like jagged movements.
Gyrations.
Yeah. The ball inside on Jahmai Jones.
But it was pretty impressive that he made an accurate throw after losing his back foot.
Yeah, I don't know how he got that thing there. That ball's supposed to end up with our guy down the line.
I thought for sure he was throwing it to right field. Had the wherewithal to get it over there softly.
Covered a lot of ground tonight. That's ball 3. So it's our nominee for the Metro Detroit Ram Dealers Midi Awards. This is just now. He wanted a baseball, and he does again.
Oh, just like 0 for 3. Come on, I can't reach that far.
That's the "it's not your night" meme. He's had a rough souvenir night.
It's been a difficult. There's always one. He's going to go to the office tomorrow and tell the co-workers, you know, I was so close. Just wasn't in the cards. Always something. You know, can't catch a break guy.
Yeah.
He's feeling that right now.
But you know what? He's a star now. They're passing a ball behind him. That's terrible.
Just put salt on the wound.
He does not need that. Jahmai Jones lifts it to left field. Meckler is there to make the catch. That is the last straw
Right behind him. Look, I didn't know that this logo was on this baseball. Look how many, let's count, see how many stitches are on this one.
Can you believe it's an official Major League Baseball? They say very loudly.
Is Johnny around that guy? Do we have a baseball? I feel bad now.
I think he may be learning that message and data rates do apply on Detroit Sportsnet when you come to a Tigers game. It's a ground ball. Neto on the charge and the throw to retire the side. Yep, that's you. You've been on TV the whole half inning.
Tigers postgame is coming your way in just a little bit. What has been a great night here so far at the ballpark. We'll have Spencer Torkelson's game, his first 3-hit game since April 26th in Cincinnati. Hope to hear from him then. Also the latest on Casey Mize's injury. But Drew Anderson stepping in and filling that role, providing a spark. Really the only guy that maybe has not had the best night. You guys were talking about him before. Hopefully we can get him a ball. But we got a lot coming your way here at Tigers postgame.
No, we appreciate the effort by the guy down the line, though. He gave it everything.
Solid effort. Yeah. Sometimes you just don't come up with the play.
Kenley Jansen is on the hill. Our wall side windows pitching change. He is trying to bounce back from that Game 1 loss on Sunday in Baltimore. And he's got a 4-0 lead to play with and 9-1-2 coming up in the Angels order in this 9th inning. Logan O'Hoppe is first. Swing and a miss on a high cutter. All right, Zach Neto's on deck. He's sponsored by C&L Ward. It's Neto, then Trout to follow. Oh, 1. Ground ball first base side. That's Torque drawing himself to the bag for out number 1.
First out's a big one. Anytime you can get the first out in the 9th inning, don't allow a base runner. He can settle into the inning. Now he's got to go to the top of the order.
It's Neto, who was 3 for 4 last night with a double and a walk. He's 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts looking tonight. Former Angel Kenley Jansen against a handful of his former teammates. He ends up falling off the mound on that pitch.
Going to check the landing spot.
And they're going to check on him.
Yeah.
Tigers training staff will go out. A.J. Hinch in tow.
Yeah, he landed awkwardly on that left leg when he came down the hill. There's a lot of force that pitchers put into that lead side leg to hit the brake, get a lot of momentum coming down. See the big guy when that left leg plants, spun off of it, didn't want to put weight on it for a half second, felt a little twinge or something in there potentially.
So Chris McDonald is going to watch Kenley Jansen throw. A.J. Hinch will stand by as well. All right.
Yeah. Looked like that one came out good. Sometimes it's a matter of if you feel a little something, you just want to make sure you can put weight back on it. I think that's what he was doing when he was coming around, walking on it a little bit.
See what he's got for Neto here on 1-0. Neto pops up a cutter, 1 ball, 1 strike. Kenley Jansen, in his 1 year with the Angels, saved 29 of his 483 career saves. Neto up the middle. That's how you lead, and there are 2 away. Crowd rises. Kenley Jansen, Mike Trout. Ended up off the mound there, but without sort of the spin that time. Two and 0. 3 balls, no strikes.
He keeps falling off the mound to that left side. He always has a little bit of that. It's more exaggerated today. I don't know if he's losing his balance as he's coming through.
That's ball 4. Trout walks. He's got both walks tonight for the Angels.
Looks like he's looking into the dugout.
Yeah, A.J. Hinch is going to come back out to the mound now. Kenley Jansen.
Something doesn't feel right. This is, man.
When
it rains, it pours. And right now, it is pouring on the Tigers in the health department. Yeah, he's got a twinge. Something doesn't feel good. And the Tigers are going to have to get a guy up, get him loose to try to get this final out to win this ball game. But he kept falling off to the left side of that mound. It looked like he tweaked something potentially, thought he was good. And then on this last one here, the one before this, you see how much energy and force he puts into those pitches. But yeah, he looked over the dugout pretty quick. Try not to make a huge scene out of it, but saying, I'm not feeling great, guys.
So Brennan Hanafy is going to come in. Ricky Vanasco was up, but the plan there was, I believe, if the Tigers added on in the 8th inning, it was going to be Ricky. So it's Brennan Hanafy coming in to try to get the final out of this ball game. But so you lose Casey Mize and Kenley Jansen to apparent injury, Mize to the groin injury, and then whatever this is for Kenley Jansen.
Yeah, it's a rough go.
So Hanafy has finished a grand total of 15 games in his major league career. He needs 1 out. But again, like, you're in a moment where the Tigers need to win tonight, every night. But you also just, I mean, you look and they're dropping like flies.
Yeah. The hope, though, is that it's no significant injuries, but we'll find out.
Sure, but an IL stint's an IL stint, right?
If it's an IL stint, it's an IL stint.
You're talking about your closer, and you're talking about one of the
your very best
starting pitchers on this team, and an all-star who very well could have gone again.
For sure. Casey's pitched the ball exceptionally well.
So my question to you is, like,
why?
How do you galvanize when you just don't have the troops sometimes?
Well, you're going to play the games, put the best roster on the field that you know how to put on the field. And it goes back to some guys stepping up. We saw Drew Anderson stepped up in a big way today. He did in Baltimore, so he's a shining spot right now for the Tigers, pitching-wise. You're going to have some other guys step up and play good baseball, clean baseball, good defense, good execution, and whether people like it or not, you're going to have to rely on the arms that you do have. And they're going to have to pitch well. Troy Melton being one of them.
So it's 4-0. Kenley Jansen just left with an apparent injury after walking Mike Trout, and on multiple pitches during that sequence, he came off the mound. He didn't spin off the mound, but his motion led him to get off the mound.
Yeah.
The first one was the most, as you said, the word was exactly the word, exaggerated one that he spun out of that created the first visit at the mound. And if you're C-Mac and A.J. Hinch, you take his word for it, right? He threw the one warm-up and he said, I'm good.
Yeah, I think it was like one of those where you put some weight on it and you're like, oh, it's not too bad. But the amount of effort it takes to throw, there's a difference between a warm-up pitch and an actual pitch in a baseball game. Mm-hmm. And I think he's like, it's borderline. Sometimes too, it's one of those injuries, like if you keep going, you know there's potential for significant blowout, injury to whatever part of the body. It looked like left leg, left knee, left hip, something in that area.
For Wellside Windows pitching changes, Brennan Hanafy, he is on to face Vaughn Grissom with a runner on in the 9th and 2 out.
See if a sinker baller can get it done here. Just be in the strike zone.
First one to Grissom. Nearly nipped him.
It's a little different for a bullpen guy to come out, warm up on the big mound.
In a situation like this with 2 out, runner on, 9th inning.
Just get in the strike zone here, Hanafy. There you go.
Last time the Tigers shut out the Angels, Shohei Ohtani was the opposing pitcher. That's what the Tigers go for here. It's 2-1 on Grissom. Three balls and a strike on Grissom.
Right down Main Street.
Soler is next. 3-1 coming from Hanafy. He missed. 2 on, 2 out for Soler.
That's not the recipe right now. The Angels need base runners. Hanafy's got to find a way to get in the zone against a guy that's got extraordinary power. Trust your sinker, though, to get the ball on the ground if he does hit it. And then if you can get ahead in the count, he will chase spin away.
Big chopper, first base, Torkelson, Hanafy, and this one comes to an end. On something like that, of course.
Yeah, I mean, how many times does that chopper go over Torkelson's head this year? But not today. The Tigers get a W. They win the ball game 4-0. Extraordinary pitching today from Casey Mize, Drew Anderson, Kyle Finnegan, Kenley Jansen, and Brennan Hanafy.
And we'll just see who's left on the pitching staff after tonight. But you take the win.
Take the win. Torkelson got 3 hits. The offense did a nice job. Pretty good defense all around. The Tigers need a positive note. Tonight is a positive note. Build upon it.
First shutout of the Angels for the Tigers since August 21st, 2022. The same score, 4-0. See you dayside tomorrow, Turks.
Yep, 1:10. Start time.
See you then. Tigers win 4-0 for our producer Denny Blunt, our director Andrew Blaustein, our entire marvelous crew. For Johnny Kane, Andy Dirch, Jason Benetti saying farewell. Tigers win. Cure Auto postgame. Logan Reaver next.